everyone, Joshua here from the Cart, and we're back to a new Simpsons review. And if y'all didn't see the last one, go and check it out. I thought it would have come down to this, but yeah, we got another bad episode. Yeah, another bad episode. And it's a subject that I don't like, that this episode has. So let's just get into it and I'll explain what it is once we get to it. So the episode starts with Bart doing this weird thing with these baseballs and the washing machine. And yeah, it's all going haywire and pretty much sparking, saying no refunds. And yeah, $900 pretty much that they're having to do. And he's got the retirement money that falls down a hole, and he's like, China, hello. And they're pretty much having to give up one of the things that her mother, Marge's mom, had. And they go to the store, and Principal Skinner is there looking at these buttons and stuff, and then he leaves. And Bart shows this pogo stilts, which they were banned in several countries, which pretty much hits Homer in the face. And they see this robot, pretty much, and they're talking about those poor things that are in it, and yeah, there was a bone or a skeleton in it. And Marge sees this album, pretty much. And then this guy comes. And again, we're going to get to that part soon of why this episode is bad. But this guy called John comes up talking about it. And actually says that it's actually not a statue. It's actually basically contains or holds drink in it, pretty much. Some drink, wine, or whatever in it. And Homer's like, these toys that are $50 and showing of a grown man. And yeah, he's actually wearing a bowling shirt that actually has the pen pals on it. Yup, from that one episode. A season ago. Yeah. That one episode a season ago. And yeah, pretty much them having a chat, and basically John wondering or thinking that Homer is asking him to come over at Homer's house, obviously. If Homer's saying if he wants to come over, which yeah, they do. He says, why not? And Marge is making these face crackers things, which Maggie just squirts some of the cheese into her mouth. And John comes over, and Homer's like, do I know you? Or who are you? And he's taking pictures, and yeah, he's all happy with everything. And of course, Homer's strangling Bart. And yeah, him looking at these albums and saying that most of these albums would sell very well, which they start dancing. And yeah, it turns out he actually likes Itchy and Scratchy too. And that the kids see. And here's where it is. So, here's why this episode is bad. Again, after couple of seasons of being okay, we have one that goes by a subject that I absolutely hate. That I despisely hate in all the world. So, Marge is actually concerned of how John was acting. She was actually concerned of how John was acting towards Homer. And yeah, Homer seems like it's no big deal or anything. But Marge says that he's asexual. aka gay. Yeah, that disgusting name. That disgusting, pitiful, waste of space kind of language that I wish was erased out of the dictionary and stuff. And again, right when that part said, right when she said asexual, aka gay, that John is, this John character, it immediately fell straight downhill and went all the way to bad territory. Because again, I can give you three reasons. Three reasons. A, that's the reason I stopped watching The Loud House with its whole sexual stuff. D, I despise every single bit of that subject. And W, that kind of thing should never be used for anything. And it's just absolutely shredding. I'm sorry, but yeah, it is shredding, and I despise every bit of that kind of subject. If anybody talks about that kind of subject, no, I hate it. And yeah, this episode really instantly went down to bad. I mean, we were doing so good. We went past 3 or so seasons, I'm guessing. That's just a guess. But it's been at least 2 or so seasons ago since we had a bad episode. And yet, in the middle, close to the end of season 8, we had a subject where I despisely hate. And yeah, Homer's freaking out. And of course, Homer, telling Marge that, everything about this, and that he's not going to step foot out of the house, now knowing that John is gay. And of course, him's parked outside, waiting for them to come out. Homer, obviously, not even going to say hello. He is going to stay inside until John leaves. And yeah, Marge keeps telling him please, but no, he's not budging. And I wouldn't budge either. I'm actually with Homer on this one. Which Bart actually sees this creepy robot Santa that he got. And yeah, Homer pretty much all scared. Because he's afraid John is hitting up on him since he's gay. Again, I hate saying that word, but I have to say it for this review. I'm gonna regret every single bit of my life for this moment. I'm regretting every single bit of my life of saying that word. But yeah, they're at this restaurant talking, and surprise, surprise, Smithers is there. And John's like, don't embarrass me, Smithers. Like, pretty much they hit up before. And of course, Homer's like, all dramatic. I'm not going to call it dramatic. He has a good reason to be dramatic in this. Yeah, Homer's got a good reason to be dramatic for this. But yeah, he's like, oh, how was it exactly? And he actually sees that, and actually realizing that John is actually hitting up on Bart because he had the gun. For several reasons, For one, when he saw Bart coming into the door, he had that little gun that John was pointing while he's in the car. And two, he comes with the exact same Hawaiian shirt that looks similar to John's, which then, when it's them eating dessert, he chooses of what it's supposedly one of John's favorites. So Homer is starting to freak out. And yeah, he's pretty much gnawing on his pillow, being all afraid, and pretty much blaming Marge. And she's trying to tell Homer that maybe it's happening because he doesn't spend quality time with Bart. And right when he comes in, Bart starts dancing with this wig on. And he pretty much he's had it. He's had it, and Homer, again, I'm not calling out Homer for this, because Homer's got every good reason to say to pretty much say what he does say to this man right here. And of course, he tries to offer him some candy, or some cake, little treats, but yeah, he's pretty much telling him to stay away from Bart. And yeah, Homer is kind of like me, or is kind of being like what I would be like, all paranoid, because anybody could be a gay, like, toxic person, right? And he's like touching Bart and saying, don't do it too long, and then saying that he loves Bart like a dad, as a dad, he's saying, as a dad. And then he takes Bart to basically these roads, pretty much, this traffic intersection kind of place, and tells him to sit there and watch this billboard. And after that, pretty much, he's like, he would like to go for some cigarettes. So he asks what kind of cigarettes to smoke for. And he pretty much says a kind that I'm guessing that John likes. So, again, Homer's thinking that nothing's working. So, they go to this factory. This mill factory. And, surprise, surprise, all of the workers are gay. Which Homer is freaking out. And seeing everything. And, yeah, it's just freaking out. And obviously Bart is aware of it. Which everybody starts dancing. And Everyone Dance Now song is playing. Which Homer is taking Bart out of that monstrosity of a place. And also all sad at Moe's. And yeah, Moe pretty much saying of how pretty much where has he been? Pretty much anywhere. Anywhere you go, there could be gay people. Exactly. And gets the idea to do some hunting, pretty much. Which, yeah, they get some hunting supplies. He sees John with Marge and the kids, and he's angry. And, yeah, he's sewing his hat and pretty much just tells John off. Trying to tell John off, and pretty much just takes Bart. Which Barney, Moe, Homer, and Bart go hunting. And Bart is wondering if in the car, all men in the car is obviously gay, which, yeah. They're all looking, and Bart is also wondering if he could drive, but he's only 10, so he can't drive. So they set up camp. We just see them just washing away. And yeah, they having to give up because Bart is asleep. And this is the first time Moe has figured out that Lisa is a vegetarian. He's like, oh jeez, Homer. Like, all sad with Homer. And yeah, Homer seems like he has failed to try to make Bart more of a man. And not none of those. And Moe gets an idea after they pass a Christmas sign saying that Christmas is coming early, which they go to this Santa's, I guess where kids get their pictures with Santa, which, yeah, it says closed for season, and they break through the gates, and they're wondering, John, Marge, and the kids are Lisa and Maggie, well, probably not Maggie because, again, she's a baby, but Lisa is wondering what's taking them so long. Well, John asked it, really, but Lisa is saying that they only went to go and kill a deer, and John says that of how all the deer kind of moved south or something. But if they're not hunting regular deer, then the only thing that he can think of that are similar to deer is, well, obviously, they break the gates, and yeah, reindeer. Yeah, the ones John mentioned, the only deer that he can think of that they're probably going to hunt is reindeer. Which, yeah, they're pretty much in this pen, and Bart is all worried that he's going to have to kill reindeer, which Bart tells him that he's going to Moe, Barney, and Homer are going to stand and turn around while he shoots the reindeer. Which, it seems like he shot it, but no, he didn't. And all the reindeer get angry. All the reindeer get angry, and they're starting to freak out. And Homer decides to save himself, which, yeah, he gets absolute beaten. And then the little robot Santa comes to rescue, which, yeah, John, Lisa, Maggie, and Marge come. And they're saved, and she's wondering why he's so softer than usual. And he's saying that he got beaten. And Moe and Barney are telling John that they'll do whatever they want, or whatever he wants to get him out. And then Homer does come to say that he saved us, so they should be thanking him. Which they all thank John, and Homer telling Bart that when he grows up, he should grow up as whatever he should be, and he's wondering what that means, and Lisa's saying Homer thinks he's gay, and he's like, he's gay, and then it just pretty much ends with them driving back to Springfield. But like I said, we were doing so good. Without no bad episodes, that I've lost track of how many bad episodes we had in total, and yet, after seasons, since the last one, we reached another bad episode. Right after I heard that word, when Marge said that John was sexual on, of course, Homer, aka you know what, that episode just dropped very down. Like, all the way to go to the HELL territory. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed, I guess, whatever, this review. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, which one notifications turned on so you don't miss anything new. And please, to the Heavenly Father, don't let any new episodes moving forward have any bad episodes. Have a bad rating. Because we were doing so good, and yet we had another bad episode. It had to touch on a subject that one of the things that I hate of all the universe in the world. So yeah, hopefully I enjoyed. And definitely hope the next episodes will be better. Catch you on the next one.